I wish we could do Utah.
Well, why can't you guys stay here? Like, that's what I guess I don't understand, is the suddenly moving to another state.
I'm personally done with this state. It's a vibe of the city that I don't care for. I don't think it's really safe for the kids.
Isn't it more expensive, though, than you guys were thinking?
It's a lot more expensive than we were thinking. Okay. Flagstaff, I don't know why Flagstaff fits so well. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. It's June 7th and I just finished up my first video, which was about Jill Duggar and her dog, and now we're gonna move on to Kody Brown and Isabel and Christine, because Kody appeared in a photo for the very first time with Christine on Instagram in over a year. And I was like, whoa, Kody actually showed up for something that involves one of his daughters is with Christine. Yeah, that happened. So over the weekend, on Friday actually, Isabel Brown graduated from high school. Can you believe that Isabel is already done with high school? I feel like when we met the Brown family, the kids were so small. I mean, obviously she was like 8 years old, 7 years old when we met her. And to think about how the fact that she's now graduated from high school and is going to be going off to college is so wild to me, which also makes me want to tell Truly that she is literally not allowed to grow up at all anymore. Like, Truly, just stop. Stop growing up, Truly. I want you to stay like 10 or 11 forever. We know the last year, her older sister Gwendolyn graduated from high school, and it was a little bit different because they weren't actually able to have a ceremony due to COVID. So they did a parade, which you saw on Sister Wives. So this year, it seems like things are back to normal in Flagstaff, and Isabel was actually able to go to a commencement, and she actually went to prom as well. So the interesting thing here is that she graduates from high school, and she posts some photos on her Instagram, and she posts a photo of her and her parents. And this is what she shared. It said, "Goodbye, no more high school drama. Now we will begin college drama." And then she shared a photo series of her, one with she's like doing with her hat, the second with her mom, Christine, who clearly is the most involved parent of the two. And then the third photo was actually a photo of her with her dad, Kody, and Christine. Funny thing I thought here was that if you don't know this, Isabel is super tall. She is 5'11". They have two kids that are really, really tall. They have Peyton. I don't even know how tall he is. He has to be 6'5". And then they have Isabel, who's 5'11". And her parents are average sized height. So I kind of wonder sometimes, are Christine's siblings, does she have brothers that are super tall? Does she have like her grandparents super tall? Like, where do the kids get this massive height? Because Kody is not a super tall dad. Well, the funny thing is that Kody was standing on his tiptoes. So Isabel had to have been wearing like 4-inch heels. So if you add 4-inch heels to her height, which is 5'11", that puts her at 6'3". So Kody, it appears, was feeling a little bit short next to his daughter. So everything looked good and happy. Christine was super proud of her, and Christine actually shared a photo of her at the commencement in her Facebook group for LuLaRoe. And in the Facebook group, Christine wrote, "Isabel graduated," and then she shared a photo of Isabel with her dad hugging her dad in that group. So there was a photo of the three of them, one with her and Isabel, and then one of Isabel hugging her dad. Now the interesting thing is that Isabel did not include the photo of her hugging Kody in her actual Instagram, like on her Instagram main post. She shared the photo of her dad and her hugging on her stories, but not on the main page. And I often wonder sometimes, like, what is Kody's relationship like with the girls? Because in this last season, I noticed that there seemed to be almost like this disconnect between the girls, because Isabel obviously had to go get her surgery, and Kody was really resistant to this because he didn't want her to go because they were in the middle of a pandemic and he didn't feel like it was the best decision for the family. And after the series, or after the season ended, you know, Isabel started posting all of these photos about her mom, sort of in support of her mom. And then she and Christine and Truly went traveling to Utah. So a lot of people felt like Isabel was taking her mom's side. And then when she has the opportunity to post a photo with just her dad, she didn't include it in her post, but included it in a story that disappeared after 24 hours. So, is there some tenseness between her and her dad? I don't know. Now, it's not uncommon for deadbeat dads to show up for big events. Some of you guys had some things to say on my Instagram. One of you guys said, it's about time he did something for Isabel. Congrats, beautiful. Another person says, it seems like Kody and Christine are estranged. Mary is pretty out too. Not sure about anything else. Now, I don't know based on just the photo if you can tell that they're estranged. They're not like super close to each other, but I mean, I think they are probably estranged. And then they said, and then someone else said, whoa, that's my high school. I mean, I know that the Browns live in my hometown, which is why I started following your commentary on them, but her green gown and the FHS building in the background is tripping me out. I didn't realize she attended FHS. Congrats, Isabel. So funny, neighbors in the area are following my channel. You never know who's following. Another person said, how did he find time to be there? Who was taking care of Sabin and her kids while he was away? That's a good question. Do you think Sabin was okay with this? And she didn't post any photos at all with any of the other sister wives. And I also noticed that they didn't comment on her page. So I don't know where she stands in her relationship with the other sister moms, or, you know, with her sister moms. I'm not sure how that all works. And then someone else said, I wonder if they're all just taking us for a ride. I want to feel and be behind these women, at least a couple of them, but keep going back to McKelty, telling an interviewer it's nothing like you see on TV. So this is a question a lot of you guys have been wondering. Is this all for TV? Is this all been scripted? Is this all some part of some sort of elaborate plan by the Browns to drum up ratings for the next season? Would Christine actually ever leave Kody? You know, it's hard to tell. We don't know. We also know that McKelty said on a Twitch interview, or in a Twitch Q&A with her and Tony, that what you see on TV is sort of a dramatized version of the family, and it's not necessarily as bad as it appears as it is on TV. Now, Kody is known to make things dramatic in order to get a bigger paycheck, to make better ratings. I mean, this is not uncommon. Even Matt Roloff from, you know, Little People Big World has talked openly about how he will bait Amy and cause drama in order for a good scene. So no, what we see on TV is absolutely not reality. We don't know if they're baiting us. We don't know if this is all drummed up for publicity. We don't know if the cliffhanger was by design in order to make us believe that they have been estranged. But at the same time, Christine's Instagram and her social media platform, she has not posted any photos of her with Kody. Even though Isabel posted the photo onto her Instagram, Christine did not post a photo of her with Kody on her Instagram. So there's literally no photos of Christine with Kody on her Instagram in more than a year. The last time she posted a photo with Kody was like in 2020 in the spring for their anniversary, and I think they took Truly out for her birthday, and that's it. There hasn't been a photo of her and Kody together since then, which has always had people speculating like what's going on. And then there was the whole thing of her at the end of the season saying that she didn't want to do this anymore, then her traveling to Utah back and forth to see the kids constantly and Kody never going. So there's constantly been this question of like, is it really happening? Are we like holding out hope? Are they taking us for a ride? I think it's probably a little bit of both. I don't know that they're actually like split. I don't think she's up and left the family. I don't think that at any point in time she's going to be like, I'm done right now. But that doesn't mean she wouldn't get there or maybe take steps to go there. You gotta understand, like, it takes a lot for these women to actually leave, and it takes I mean, because when you decide to leave, you're not just leaving your husband, but you're leaving the whole family. And so when a wife leaves, they have to be ready to leave everything, because typically the person that stays is going to turn the family against the other person. Now, Christine's mother was a polygamist, and she left her husband, and her aunt, Kristen Decker, also left her husband. So she's got family members that were polygamists and have left. That's honestly the only reason why I've ever thought that maybe there's a chance that they're over. For now, Isabel has graduated. Christine doesn't post the photo on her Instagram. She did share the photo in her Facebook group, but that's private. And beyond that, we have no idea, but Kody stood on his tiptoes, and I think he was feeling a little bit insecure next to his very tall daughter. Tell me what your thoughts are about all of this in the comments below. Bye, guys.